Bluffton, South Carolina, about to take another walking tour of historic district. Bluffton is just minutes away from Hilton Head Island. If you're a golfer, you probably know about Hilton Head. A lot of the businesses in this area claim to be of Hilton Head, so you drive through town and through Bluffton here and you'll see businesses. We just came from Book Warehouse doing a book signing there, and they call themselves the Book Warehouse of Hilton Head, but they're actually in Bluffton. And so we're going to walk the town's historic district here. They call it Old Town, and it's got a very rich history, starting in the 1700s when the town was first couple of buildings were built here, and then in the 1800s it really took off with rice and cotton plantations and the industry taking off there, and rice and cotton and slavery helped build that industry. Then later on, and during the Civil War, much of the town was burned. A lot of it was burned down. Just 2 or 3 buildings, I understand, survived. And the town rebuilt itself over the course of several years, and it's had its ups and downs since then. It's been a place where people came to live, and it's been a place where people come to vacation. So we're going to learn about the history of Bluffton walking through town here, and we're anxious to show you what Bluffton has to offer. So how about we go for a ride?
Or a walk?
Or a walk.
You can see we're right outside of Hayward House. Hayward House was built in 1841, and it is one of the buildings that survived the fire in the 1800s. It was opened by the Historical Society in the 90s, I believe, and maintains a lot of its original furnishings. It's currently closed, so we can't actually go inside, but I was on the back porch here and saw that we can take a gander in the window of the dining room, and you can see the original furnishings. But the house also speaks of the 2 outbuildings that are original to the property. Well, one of them is original and one is rebuilt. It has a summer kitchen, as most houses in the South had. The cooking was actually done outside of the house for safety reasons, amongst other things. It's safer to have your kitchen detached when you're cooking with fire in a wood house. And so this has been reconstructed, and it is the summer kitchen, and the food would have been prepared here and brought into the main house. So the other outbuilding that this property sported is a slave cabin, and it has been restored and furnished through volunteers. Unfortunately, somebody left a Gatorade bottle set. I don't think that was original.
Wow. I didn't know they drank Gatorade back then.
I don't think they did. But you can see that it's been furnished with replicas, and in some cases, maybe original furnishings. I do. It's right here.
Oh, there it is.
See?
Yeah.
You are here.
Alright. And so this is Bridge Street here.
Yes.
So we're going...
That's this one?
Yeah, we're going this way over here.
Okay.
Toward Hayward Cove.
Okay.
That's this street here, Bridge?
Yes.
I don't know which way the river is.
The river's down this way. It's to our right. Oh, pretty.
Okay. It's a 3-story building. Oh, it's a pretty nice building, too. And it's built on 8-foot-high piers.
They raised them up for not what you would think. Some would think that they raised them up because of flooding, because they're right on the river. That is in fact not the case. They raised them up because the second floor is where the family would have lived. And by raising them up, they get a better breeze.
And so it was built, they believe, in the late 1830s by James L. Polk, who died in 1863. But William Fripp acquired the home in 1885 and owned it for 34 years. It was used as a bed and breakfast later on, up until 1999. And Calhoun, and it's got a ride up.
Okay.
That's their golf
And the
cart.
golf carts. These southern towns and their golf carts.
You know you love them.
I do. I'm okay with getting a trailer to pull behind the van if I can put a golf cart on it. I need me a golf cart so I can cruise in style in these southern towns. If I'm going to be here in the summertime, I need me a golf cart. Because, boy, howdy, it's hot.
Right.
And there is your Spanish Mountain. But
And this is May River.
this is May River. And we can zoom, I think. No. There's no zoom on this camera.
Yeah, and summer is like, it's summer, like it's hot.
It's a public dock
Mhm.
here.
So we can be official.
So evidently they're working on restoring the carriage house and the summer kitchen
Okay.
for the Squire Pope Squire Pope house. Yes. Okay, so and number 10, I think, has a write-up on this map. Number 10 is the Allen Lockwood house. Here. You can find Church of the Cross.
Church of the Cross, yeah, that's number 8. So this Gothic cruciform building was started in 1854 was when they started constructing it. But it replaced an earlier and smaller chapel located at the southeast corner of Calhoun and Bridge, which is about a block away.
Right.
The architect is Edward Brickell White, well known in the 19th century, who helped design other churches in Charleston and Columbia. The cost was about $5,000, and it was completed in 1857. Reverend James Stoney was the first rector. The church was spared during the firing of Bluffton, but the Great Storm of 1893 wasn't so nice.
Okay.
So then they repaired the church and altered the narthex in the process. And the rest, as they say, is history.
It's a beautiful church.
It is a beautiful church.
And it does not have a red door.
It's got red trim.
It's got red trim, but no red door.
You see a lot of Calhoun streets in South Carolina
They like Calhoun.
because during the Civil War, Senator John C. Calhoun from the state of South Carolina was one of the most prominent states' rightists of the day. Wrote the book A Disquisition on Government, which defends states' rights. I had to study that book in college when I took a course on the federal government.
Okay. States' rights was part of that course?
Yeah, actually, it was a big part of the discussion on federalism, because the course was actually on federalism.
Okay.
And so, yeah, that was a big issue. How much authority should states have versus how much authority the federal government should have.
This is...
What they say, what they is. Alright, 11. Well, they don't have right up. 11 is 7 Oaks.
I'm going to guess that that's this one.
Which is what we just passed, I think.
No.
Ah, it's this house right here.
It's this house right here. It's got 7 Oaks in the front yard.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, that's a beautiful yard.
And you can see that this one's raised up as well.
And look,
And lots of windows.
look at that house, how it's built with the upper and lower porch deck and the columns on lower and upper
Yep.
columns all the way around. Built around 1850 and owned by Colonel Middleton Stewart, who lived here with his wife, Emma Barnwell Stoney. They did not return to Bluffton after the Civil War. During the heyday of Bluffton's prosperity as the commercial center of this area of Beaufort County until the 1920s, Mrs. Elizabeth Sanders operated 7 Oaks as a popular boarding house for salesmen and summer visitors. The interior of the original section has been virtually unchanged.
Is it a private residence now? Do we know?
I'm guessing.
The porch does give you a good view. 10-1 says it's a summer kitchen.
Yeah,
It's the kitchen to the house.
I would imagine, yeah.
Oh, that breeze. The breeze feels good.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so... Oh, there's a cute little cottage.
Yeah.
That one's got a name, too.
Private residence. That is the Fripp Loudon House. Does not have a write-up.
No?
Nope.
Fripp Loudon, huh? Okay. The People's Store,
It doesn't have a write-up.
or otherwise known as The Store.
Yeah, it doesn't have a write up. But that's the People Store.
Now it looks like it's
High Tide Beads.
High Tide Beads
And-
and La Petite Gallery.
Yeah. But that looks like an original door.
Yep.
The next one is the Pabst Brothers house. They were from Baltimore, Maryland.
Really?
Moved to Bluffton in the 1890s to open the Planters Mercantile, a dry goods store.
And you can see the house. Okay, let's see, there's
Wow.
another gate up here.
The building right next to the house was their store.
Oh, okay.
Right there.
Well, here's the house. Oh, it looks like a double house.
In 1892, after the store was established, the brothers built this folk Victorian semi-detached double residence.
It is a double house.
Originally designed with mirror image apartments on each side of a central partition dividing the building in two.
Yep.
Behind the doors, the dividing wall has been removed and replaced with a central staircase.
Okay.
So they built themselves a duplex
They sure enough did.
so they could live right next door to each other.
Right.
And then they ran their store right here.
And this is their store. Oh, look at those
Planters
windows.
Mercantile. Now it's a home interior store.
Right. Now it's home fashion store. I'm going to step inside and see how much of the original building is there.
So this classical revival church building was built in 1853.
Hold on. Okay.
In 1853 by the Methodist Episcopal Church. The Greek tempo style portico, and though it was damaged by the fire in 1863 burning of Bluffton, it was not destroyed. By 1874, its congregation had moved to St. Luke's Episcopal Church building at Bull Hill, and Campbell Chapel was sold to the African Methodist Episcopal Church, whose members have held services there for more than 100 years.
Okay.